Hi guys, hope you're doing well, hope you're thriving. My name is Doreen and this is a channel where we share lifestyle content that is authentic, motivational, encouraging and fun. And in this video, I have my friend here, Sylvia. Sylvia, you're very welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, so this is a fun video generally. Okay, it's also educational and all, but it's mostly fun. I have a segment where I invite people. I call it the guest segment. Yeah, so you're one of my guests and I'm sure we're going to learn, a lot from you. It is fun and education at the same time. Yeah, so she's going to introduce herself, tell us a bit about herself. But before she does that, if you've not yet subscribed, please subscribe, like the videos. If you've watched some and you enjoy them, it's really fun content. Leave a comment below if you see something that is interesting that you want to, resound and all that. Yeah, so let's get into it. Yeah, tell us about yourself.
Yeah, my name is Sylvia Bonavana. I'm a software engineer by profession. I'm passionate about personal development, and because of that, I'm a mentor with Girls for Girls, Project Girls for Girls Uganda, where we empower girls to lead.
Yay! Yeah, I actually went through the Girls for Girls program with Sylvia. I did I did 2 videos. One where I was by myself, another one I invited our mentor, Kathy.
Yay, Kathy!
Yeah, yeah. So you all know we are passionate about mentorship, but also I've known Sylvia for more than 20 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, more than 20.
Let's not say our years. Our age is really, we are young, we are beautiful. That's all that matters. Yeah, so we've known each other for more than 20 years. So we've been friends for more than 20 years. So we really, really know a lot about each other. Yeah, so I'm glad to have you on my channel.
Glad to be here as well.
You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, so this is going to be a Q&A. It's going to be guided by, questions and answers. What is your dream job? Yeah.
My dream job for the longest time. I've always wanted to work like in the FBI. Those investigative, investigative organization. Of course, because I've watched a lot of those movies, the spy movies, how they solve those cases. I always found it intriguing. So, for a very long time, that was my dream job.
FBI Sylvia Bonavana.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that.
Yeah.
So interesting. I think you can even still do it with your software development, cybersecurity.
Yeah.
You're still in line. Yeah. You're in line to your dream job.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I would like you to share with us what inspires you to keep moving forward. In this life where there are very many challenges, we face challenges, ups and downs and all. So what keeps you moving forward? Like, you fall down, you get back up. What keeps you moving forward?
I think for me, one of the biggest things that has kept me moving forward is my faith in God. Okay. That has been a very big player in my life, because that has been the constant thing, because sometimes you can have friends, they help you keep moving. You can have encouraging messages, they help you keep moving, but those can change. Friends come and go, family can disappoint you, but God, he remains constant. His love is constant, his mercy is constant. His joy, his peace is constant. So for me, my faith in God is that one thing that has kept me moving in every situation. And no matter what I'm going through, I always go back to God. And when I do that, I find myself moving forward and further than I thought that I could have. Yeah.
And even find out that maybe something that you are going through, in retrospect, you find that it was actually for a reason and for a purpose.
Yeah.
So trusting God, trusting the process, trusting everything that is moving. Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
It's actually the ultimate that should keep us moving forward.
Yeah.
So I have my questions here on the phone. So if I keep looking at my phone, just know I'm reading the questions. Yeah, so tell us about the time you messed up and what you did to bounce back.
The time I messed up. I think I can speak about one of the most recent ones where I messed up. I thought I had messed up when I was in the process of applying for jobs, and when I just switched my careers, so I was in the process of applying for jobs. So I applied for a job at one place, and then I applied at another place, and it so happened that I got both opportunities at the same time. And at first I thought probably I could handle both of them at the same time, because one of them was remote and the other one was we had to be there physically most of the time. So I thought I could be able to handle both at the same time. But and I accepted both offers before I knew the details. Before I knew the details of it, but with a little I knew, I thought I could be able to do both jobs at the same time. So I accepted both offers, but so I started one of the roles earlier than the other. So a few weeks into this role that I had started, after getting the second job, I realized that it was not going to work for me to
do both.
So I knew that I had to drop one of them. So the tough decision I had to make was which one to choose and which one to let go. So I really struggled within me so much. I talked to mentors, I talked to friends, I talked to different people, and almost everyone, I think everyone told me to take the other job. And the job they told me to take is the one that I let go. And I chose this other one. And 2 weeks later, after choosing the job that I had chosen, it turned out that it was not going to work because of a few dynamics that were happening at the workplace. So I soon realized that I could not be able to continue with this other role. And so
yet the other, was it still available, or it was already filled by this time?
So once I realized that I could not be able to take, because I had worked at this place and a month had passed for not even being paid, I soon realized they're not going to pay us. It was a startup company, and that happens a lot actually in the field of software. So I realized they're not going to pay us. So I realized that, you know what, I think I need to leave this place. So once I had decided that, on that last day I left. I packed my bag at 2 p.m. and left. And once I left, I boldly made a call to the HR
of the other job.
of the other job.
Okay.
I'm like, hello. Are you? Is that other offer still available? And she's like, no, we gave it to somebody else.
Okay.
And I felt so bad. I'm like, I had this opportunity, I didn't take it. I chose this other one. Everybody told me, you should choose the other one. I chose the opposite of what everyone advised me to. So I really, really, really felt that I had messed up. But the way that I bounced back from that is that a few weeks later, the person who had got the other role, I got to meet them about 2 weeks later because I knew them. So I talked to them, and I realized that when they told me about the role and what was going on, I realized that I couldn't have really managed that kind of environment. And later on, I got another opportunity where I am now, which is I love the organization. I love the work environment. I love the work that I'm doing. I love the team that I am working with. So that is what has helped me to be able to bounce back, from that. Yeah.
I think the answer you've given ties into what inspires you to move forward, because you realize, like, it's like every step was ordered.
Yeah.
Like, it's like God had already said that, okay, you go to this one, you spend there like 2 months or 1 month, then it will not work out, then you go to this one, because if you choose this one, you would now still be stuck in that
Definitely. If I had chosen this other one, I would never have gotten the opportunity
To
that
go
I
where
have today, which is much
yes.
better than any of the two that I have got. So I believe that it was really God who was ordering my steps and my decisions. Much as at that time I felt that I had messed up. I really felt it was God.
We have to brag about God.
Yeah.
So give us a list of 3 books that you have read and how they have transformed your life. 3 books that you've read.
3 books.
Yes.
Top of the list, I'll say The Circle Maker.
I love
The
that
Circle
one.
Maker by Mark Batterson. That's one of the books that really transformed my life in terms of how it grew my faith. I thought I had faith in God, but when I read that book, I realized that I really don't have.
You're joking.
I realized that I what have I been doing all this time? I realized I really don't have that much faith in God like I thought. I realized my dreams were so small. I realized that the goals that I had for my life and for myself, they were really, really, really small. So that book, The Circle Maker, really inspired me to dream big, to pray through those dreams and see God answer those prayers. And I've seen God answer prayers that I consistently prayed over some of the dreams that I have. And reading that book has really changed the way I think about goal setting. It's not just goal setting. It's really dreaming big, dreaming big dreams. There's that saying that if your dreams do not scare you, then they are too small. They're not big enough. So it has inspired me to dream big and to set goals, even not just for the year or 5 years, but even life goals. I used not to set life goals. So I've been inspired to also do that. The other book that's second to that is Mindset by Carol Dweck. That one talks about the growth mindset and the fixed mindset, and it helped me to realize that I had a fixed mindset where I was always scared of failure, where I feared to try out new things. I feared to go into the unknown, basically. But it helped me to grow, to have a growth mindset where I can step into a new place or a new space or a new environment, and I don't know how it's going to turn out, but I believe that it's okay. Even if I make some mistakes along the way, it's okay for me to make those mistakes and be able to use those mistakes to push me forward. So that has also really transformed my life. And I think the third one I would say is it's called Never Eat Alone. Never Eat Alone by Kenneth Ferrazzi. Now, I used to be a person that I didn't like meeting new people so much because I didn't know what to do with new people. I mean, how do you start the conversation? And I didn't like this whole cliche thing of these networking meetings where you go, I give you my business card, you give me my business card,
then you follow up.
Then you follow up. I mean, I felt it was artificial. It wasn't real. But Kenneth Ferrazzi in that book Never Eat Alone, he gives a new twist to the idea of networking, where he mentions the aspect of actually being interested in people, not just because you want to benefit something from them. Maybe marketing, also in marketing you want to get some tips from you, and that's all what the relationship is about. But the whole aspect of genuinely being interested in people and wanting to get to know them. And after reading that book, I always look forward to meeting new people and also getting to know people. So those are the 3 books that I can mention that have transformed my life.
Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah.
Like from the last book that you have mentioned, like in networking, they always said it should be a win-win situation.
Exactly.
You're not getting from the person. It's give and take, give and take. Like that is how you like that is how like you make the connection last. Because the other person will be like, what am I getting?
What am I benefiting from this relationship?
Yeah. So if you're going to a person, like, let me say we are meeting them on WhatsApp, we are, communicating on WhatsApp, ask about the children.
Exactly.
Ask about how they are doing, how the week was, what the person will be like, oh, she thought about my girls. If you remember the names, say the names.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is the personal thing that. And then in the second book that you talked about, as you were explaining, I got this thing of what's the worst that can happen. What is the worst that can happen?
That is my motto these days, actually. when I feel I'm so scared of something, I'm like, what's the worst can happen?
Will I die? No. Okay, let's do this.
If I'm interviewing, I'll just fail the interview, and that's okay. I'll go for the next one. Yeah, and then the first one you shared of Mark Batterson, I could say it is also my favorite book. Well, thank you for sharing that with us. And next is, guys, I told you I'm reading from my phone. I can't remember all of them at once. Do you have a whole lot of acquaintances or a few close friends, and why? This is, feeding into what you've just shared about networks and all. Now, I used to have just a few close friends. In fact, I think I could. Those days I could. I could literally count and notice so and so, and those were my people. But after, like what I've told you about that book, like after learning new ways of interacting with people, and actually this is not only for even meeting new people. What I was talking about, that networking, or even interacting with the people that you already know, getting to know them at a deeper level. So I took it even further, even the people that I already knew, beyond high if we're at church, beyond high if we're at work, beyond high. So I got a little more interested in getting to know people, getting to know about them, getting to know what inspires them, getting to know why do they do what they do the way they do. Getting to know, the things that they are passionate about. So I think because of that, I think I have a few close friends, but I also have a lot of close a lot of close acquaintances, or a lot of acquaintances, if I may put it that way.
I think you have like circles. They're like circles.
You
have like the inner circle, and then the second circle, and then there's like a third circle.
Exactly. So I can't say I have just many acquaintances or just a few friends. I think it's a combination. It's a combination of both. Of course, sometimes when people look, generally it may look like I have so many friends, but it's not necessarily that all of them will be your friends. Some of them are just acquaintances. So I can say it's a balance between the two.
And you cannot have 1,000 best friends.
No, you can't.
And the whole world cannot be you. The whole world knows your business. That's unrealistic. You're setting yourself up for failure. Oh, amazing. Next is very many people struggle to make friends. I remember we're talking about this during the day. So to actually make and keep friends. Like at the beginning of the video, I said I've known Sylvia. We've been friends for over 20 years.
20 years now.
This year we are over 20 years. Oh my goodness, it's been a long time. So in your opinion, according to your observation, and from the time we met up to now, why do you think you and I are still friends?
I think we've stayed friends because we made a deliberate effort to stay in each other's lives. checking on one another. How is this going? How is work going? How is this relationship going? How are things? How is business going? If someone is doing a business, I think that intentionality of keeping in touch. Hey, you come to visit. I come to visit you. So that intentionality. And at my end, I think for me, why I also intentionally kept you as a friend, I find that you're real. You're one of the realest people that I have met. Yeah, your friendship is not superficial. You're real. You talk about real life. Yeah, real life, real life stuff, and I personally appreciate that. I appreciate that very much, and I think you're also very accommodative. I think other friends of Doreen can testify. Please comment
down below if what Sylvia is saying is true.
Yeah. Doreen is she's very accommodative. She's very hospitable. Right now we are at her home.
You guys, Sylvia traveled from Kampala to come and visit me in Mbarara. Guys. So that's the intentionality that you're talking about.
So Doreen is she's very accommodative. She's very hospitable, and she's also very, very, very friendly, and also intentional with her friendship, and also most of Doreen's friends, you'll agree with me, she's one of those friends who will be there for you anytime and all the time. Whether it's in the good time, maybe there's a celebration, weddings, or it's a sad time, burial. Doreen is one of those people who will always travel. She'll be there, vigil, from what time to what time. Like, she's that friend who is always present. That's what I can say. You're a present friend, actually. Actually, I think that's the word that can sum up all that I'm trying to say. I think you are a present friend, and that's what has kept us friends for this long time, because that's one of the things I appreciate.
Atia is for you guys. Thank you so much for those kind words. And I think you are present as well, because you're not traveling all the way from that side to just come and spend a weekend with someone. It is intentionality, like you have said. And I'm really glad that you came. I'm excited that you're here, and I know you'll be coming back.
Of course, next time it will be a week, not just a whole weekend, then a month.
Wow, I'm so excited. So if you're looking to make and keep friends, you've had Sylvia. So another thing that I think that has kept us friends is having the same values. That's a big one. Having the same values. The fact that we are both Christians. Leave alone the Christianity. Like, if you are not a nice person, I don't think we would have kept friends. Okay, not close friends. You'd be like in the fifth circle. In a circle, second, third, you'd be like, hi, bye. Yes. Okay, I'm not saying those are hi, bye, you're in the fifth circle, but but that would be something like that. So having the same values also has kept us friends. Being intentional has kept us friends. Looking out for each other. Like I was saying before, it's a win-win situation. Today you're there for someone, tomorrow they are there for you. So that's awesome. We are good friends. Yes. So the next one is, we are talking about money. Are you satisfied with how you spend your money? What would you change? Okay, first and foremost, I'm an advocate for circles, investment clubs. I'm an advocate for saving and all those money-related things. So how do you spend your money? You tell us how you spend your money. And are you satisfied with it? With how you spend your money?
No. I'm not satisfied with how I spend.
And what do you want to change? Yes.
I'm not satisfied with how I spend money. And what I want to change is the way is first of all making a plan for the money and then sticking to it.
Budgeting and sticking to the budget.
Budgeting and sticking to the budget. I've improved in the area of making the budget, but the
sticking with it.
The sticking with it. You know, those impulse expenditure. You've gone somewhere, you met a friend, you're like, let's just go and have lunch, and money has gone down. Before you know it, that has happened like 3 times in a month. Yet you hadn't planned for it, because it's actually okay to do that, but then if you haven't planned that kind of budget, then you're going to definitely go beyond the budget, and then the things that you have planned for, they will not be worked on. So that's the bit that I want to improve on. So making a budget and sticking to it, and then reducing the impulse spending. Impulse spending.
I am an impulse spender, you people. But true, that's true. Budgeting has really helped. And I think another way we can change, something else we can change, is increasing our sources of income. Okay, not that when we make the more money we should again go and spend it aimlessly. But also increasing, it gives us a higher capacity to do what? If you can spend more. So instead of having one lunch with the income you have, if you were to have one lunch with a friend in a month, if you increase your income,
you can have your 3 lunches.
You can have your 3 lunches and still be okay. So that's another way.
So
Bambe, we are impulse spenders. May God help us. So the next one is, what are the 3 things you think about almost daily and why? 3 things you think about almost daily and why. As you think about it, when I was doing my intro video, I remember I used the Q&A, like to answer them so that people can get to know about me. And this question was one of them. And I remember I said how to lose weight, how to eat anything I want without gaining weight. That was one of them. Can you imagine? Even the thought of it, how to eat without gaining weight. I think also the memory verse or the devotional that I would have done that day. Sometimes, you think about it, or how to be better, how to walk in that, if you've read about kindness, the whole day you're like, how can I be kind to someone? Who am I going to be kind to? Or something like that. What was the 3rd one? How to make more money? I don't know. That was then. Right now, I think even the things I think about are different. Right now, I think about now Crystal.
Definitely. Every moment. Every moment.
I'm like, so now what next? What do I do? Do I need to pray about this? What? Like, she's the center of my thoughts now.
Wow, interesting. I think one of the things I think about a lot is the future. Okay. Those days I used to think about the future in a way that in a scary or pessimistic way, if I may say. But these days I think a lot about the future, like my next level of growth that I am working on. So if it's about my career, I'll be like, in like I said, I'm a software engineer. So if I'm thinking about the future in terms of career, I'll be like, in the next 5 years, I'm going to be at this level. So if I'm thinking about like things like family, I'll be like, in the next 5 years, maybe I'll be here. Maybe I'll be driving this car. Maybe I'll be, I think a lot about the future. And if I'm thinking about my career, I think about what level will I be in 5 years' time, and I look forward to that. What car will I be? Driving. What car will I be driving? What will my grandchildren look like? It's gone that far. So I really think about a lot the future, a lot about the future and anticipate it. Also, sometimes I think this one is a funny one, but sometimes I think about, is there a way to make money without working?
Wow. I think if you discover that, I'm up for it.
Yeah. Sometimes, those days when the work is so busy and you just need a moment to rest. Think about, is there another way to make this money without
working,
without having to work? What else do I think about every day? I think we can go with those ones for now.
Yeah. Those are interesting.
Yeah,
very, very, very interesting. And now you've made me think about my future now. I've started thinking, now, 10 years from now, how do I want to look like? What? Very interesting things. We're going to play a game. It's called Would You Rather. This is a game I always play with all my guests. So you're not the first, don't fear. The 3 guests that I've had, they have all played and they have enjoyed it.
Okay.
Yeah, they're very intriguing questions, but it's just for fun. Yeah.
Let's do this.
Yeah, so the first one is, would you rather have a nosy neighbor or a noisy neighbor?
Noisy.
You'd rather a noisy one?
Yeah, I'd rather have a noisy one.
Than one who comes to look for Lugam.
Yeah, no, I don't like a nosy character.
So you'd rather a noisy.
Yeah, I'd rather have a noisy one. I find that nosy business disrespectful, because if you want to know something, and if you want to know something, either come and ask me, or if you're asking me and I'm not willing to tell you, then like chill. Yeah, so
people who like dig for information.
Yeah, not because they want to know, but they just want to have information. Yeah, so I'd rather have a noisy one.
You can put your earphones and block them out.
Yeah.
All right. The next one is, would you rather work more hours per day but fewer days, or work fewer hours per day but more days?
I think I would rather work fewer hours per day but more days. I think mostly because I don't say, I think I like working. I think I like working, and I feel good when I wake up in the morning and I have some work to do. But I also like to rest, so I feel good when I like having a day where I can work and then also rest is a good balance for my day, as long as it doesn't involve working from Monday to Sunday. if we are talking Monday to Friday versus Monday to Wednesday.
No.
But
so this is like, let me say you're working, they're saying longer hours. Let me say like 12 hours from 7 to 7 for 4 days. Versus working from 7 to midday the whole week.
That's a tricky one. I sort of love my weekends.
Yeah, so then if you remove the weekends, then you can go with you work long hours for the 5 days.
Yeah, if the weekend is not there, then I can do long hours for my 5 days rather than having to work
the marathon.
Yeah, every
or like
day,
they tell you to work 36 hours, then you rest for 2 days, then you work another 36 hours. Those are long hours but fewer days. It's a tricky one.
Yeah.
It's actually tricky.
If it involves weekends, because at least you need weekends. You need a whole day which has no work, which has no work involved. You're not thinking about anything about work. You're just relaxing.
So this is an easy one, but a tricky one. Would you rather be a kid your whole life or an adult your whole life?
An adult.
Why haven't you First adulting one-on-one.
Yeah.
Wait,
Which is a trap.
adulting, you guys.
Which is
a
a
scam, it's a trap.
Which is a trap.
No one told us that this is what we're going to face with adulting.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. No one warned us and told us like this is it. And
this is what you should expect when you reach certain age. When you go into this is what you should expect when you become an adult. Oh my goodness. It's a roller coaster of things.
Yeah. Yeah, but still with all that, I think I would still choose
to be an adult.
I would still choose being an adult. I'd rather be an adult because of what it comes with. I mean, the independence it comes with. I can choose to do what I want.
Yeah.
When I want it. I mean, when you're a kid,
you're being told what to do,
and I like to do. Yeah, I like to do what I want to do. I mean, you can make your own money and use it the way you want. But being a kid, you're going to be given the money and you use it and told
how to use it.
And told how to use it. So so I'll choose
an adult. Awesome.
And as an adult, you can choose to be childish when you want.
So you get both worlds.
Yeah, you can choose to be childish when the environment allows.
But then as a child you can't. That's a nice one. That's a nice one. So the next one is, would you rather go on a cruise with friends or with your spouse?
Now that I don't have a spouse, I think let's
go with friends.
Let's go with friends. Yeah.
Me, I have a spouse, but I would rather go with friends. But like it's more fun. I don't know. I feel like I have more fun. Maybe because I'm new in marriage and all that, so like we've not traveled a lot that much, maybe too. But and the long life that I know, the previous life is the longest that I have known.
Yeah.
And it has always been fun traveling with friends. Yeah. So for now, I would say I would have more fun traveling with friends. Maybe if in future I go on a cruise with my spouse, I'll compare and see how for now. With the experience you have. Yes, with the experience I have, the information I have. Friends, please. Yeah. Oh, that's an interesting one. The next one is, would you rather lose your keys or your cell phone? Your keys for everything, Sylvia. House keys, your car keys, yes.
Or my cell phone.
Or your cell phone.
Can I change the locks? I think I'd rather lose my cell phone because these days everything is saved on the cloud. If I lose my cell phone, I'll go to. Of course, I'll be rich. I'll just go tomorrow and get another cell phone, and I'll get back my information. But then with the keys, man, I'd have to go through a lot to.
I think both of them you have to be rich. Because changing locks are expensive. Changing locks is expensive. Buying a new phone is expensive. But like you said, the good thing is that your information is kept on, the cloud, so you can easily get back your information.
Yeah, so I'll just miss out for those few times.
Hours,
those few hours, and then I can always get another phone. But with keys, now you have to look for where to sleep. You have to look for another car to drive. The carpenter come, break into the house, break into the car. I mean, it's a lot of hassle.
Okay, that's awesome when you bring in the iCloud thing. Would you rather eat a meal of cow tongue or octopus?
Can I say none?
No, choose one.
Cow tongue.
You're not a fan of seafood.
I'm not a fan of seafood, so if I had to choose, I'd maybe give the tongue a try. But
by the way, cow tongue is edible. Speaking from experience,
you've eaten a cow
I will not admit that I've eaten it, but it is edible from experience. Yes, I'm not sure about how octopus is. I'm also very skeptic about seafood. Yeah, so I would go with cow tongue.
Cow tongue. Yeah. If I was at gunpoint and I had to choose one, I would choose the cow tongue.
Yeah. Okay. Would you rather have X-ray vision or magnified hearing? Magnified hearing is like right now, you're hearing what the other neighbors in the other house are saying. X-ray vision, you're seeing through me. You can see what I ate at lunch.
I can see your lungs.
You can see my lungs, can see my heart, how it's beating. Oh my goodness. That would be scary.
I think I would go with X-ray vision. Because I can close my eyes if I don't want to see. Maybe I can close my eyes if I don't want to see. Or does X-ray vision mean if I close my eyes I can see?
No, when you're seeing.
I think I would rather have X-ray vision. Because personally,
then you'll be seeing skeletons moving.
That's okay.
You go home and you are seeing skeletons moving.
I think I'm saying that mostly because of like when I sleep, one of the environments I find hard to sleep in is a noisy environment. I can sleep with lights on, but once the environment is noisy and all, then I just cannot sleep unless I'm really extremely tired and sleepy. But most of the time, as long as there's noise, you can't sleep. So I can't imagine every night going to sleep and I can hear.
Not every night, everywhere.
Everywhere, like even time for sleeping.
Yeah,
I can't sleep. I'm hearing, but for seeing, time for sleeping, I can just shut my eyes and sleep and be free for that.
Yeah, for those 8 hours.
For those few hours. Yeah, so X-ray vision.
We'll go with X-ray vision. Yeah, that's awesome. The next one is, would you rather be stuck on an island alone or with someone who talks incessantly?
I think I would rather be with a person who speaks incessantly and find a way of managing them. Because on an island, how long are we on the island?
Say for like a week. But how are you eating? Okay, you've gone with your food. Okay, if there are no animals, like wild animals, what, I can be there alone.
If it's just a week, I can be there alone. But if it's a long time, like maybe a whole month or a whole year.
Okay, now that can be weird. That can be weird. Yeah.
But if it's
for a short time.
Yeah, for a short time I can stay there alone. But if it's for a longer period, I can be with that kind of person and find a way of managing, of handling that.
That makes sense. Would you rather be poor and work at a job you love, or rich and work at a job you hate?
I don't want to be poor. But at the same time, I don't want to be in a job I hate. It depends on why I hate that job. If it's toxic, if it's like a toxic environment, then in that case, I'd rather work in a different place, rather than being rich but in a toxic environment. Yeah. So it would depend on why I hate that job.
Then you go to this side of being poor.
Yeah.
Assume it's just about purpose.
It's just about purpose.
Because when you're doing something you love, anyway, they say that if you do what you love, you'll never
have to work on it.
Yeah, in your life. And somehow it feeds you. When you're doing something you love, it feeds you. So there's a contradiction there on being poor and doing something you love. Yeah.
Maybe if it were like not being poor, but then it offers less money.
Yeah.
Maybe if we're saying if it offers less money, I would rather be at a job I love and it offers less money than being at a job I hate, even if it offers 10 times or 100 times what I'm getting this other side, and I hate it. I would rather be at a job I like and get paid less.
And you get fulfilled.
And I'm fulfilled.
Yeah. That's how I look at it. The last one is, would you rather spend 2 years with your soulmate or eternity with a nice guy you settled for?
Soulmates.
So you'd rather have a soulmate for 2 years?
Like 2 years, then what happens?
You get married 1 year, 2 years, and then maybe they pass on, God forbid. Then the next one is being with a nice guy. You settle for a nice guy and you have an eternity.
I think I would still choose.
So you be with your soulmate for 2 years, then you get separated, and that is it.
Separated by what?
Let me say death or yes, anything. Or you have a nice guy who, when they haven't said settled for sincerely, then you spend an eternity with this nice guy. Yeah. Meaning you never know what it means to have a soulmate, but you always have someone for the rest of your life, for eternity.
I think I dream about or I desire like having a soulmate. I know I know people say that. Some people believe that there are no soulmates, but I think to some extent there is that idea of a person who comes close to a soulmate, and I would die for having that connection. I would die to have that experience, even if for a very short time, because I think it would be a very, very beautiful experience. Yeah.
Me, I pray that you get a soulmate and be with them for eternity.
Fantastic.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, that was it. As we're playing the game, okay, this is at the end, but you can scroll back and answer this would you rather, this game, and you answer it for yourself. You ask yourself, what would I rather do? Would I rather do this or this? Or you can even keep me engaged in the comment section of what you would rather. Thank you so much, Sylvia, for coming to the channel. It was so much fun having you here. You are always welcome. I think this is like the first of the many videos we shall do together.
Definitely. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So here on this channel, we always say progress is progress, no matter how small.
Yeah.
So keep moving, keep growing, and keep glowing. As you can see, we are glowing. Yeah. So you should tell people to subscribe. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Doreen, for having me. And for those who are watching this for the very first time or not the first time and you haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. Every time a video comes up, you'll be able to get the updates in real time. I can tell you there's good content here.
What's your channel name? You know everything. You know all these things. Yeah. So that is it, guys. Bye.
Bye.